Please take your seat.
I think the Victorian School Sport Award was sort of the first nod that I got as recognition for what I'd done in netball, and I think it's sort of sparked a bit of fire in me to keep. It was sort of the first nod that I got as recognition for what I'd done in netball, and I think it's sort of sparked a bit of fire in me to keep pursuing that, and I love the feeling on the day, and so it's very special to me. I won the Victorian School Sports Award in 1999. Shelley O'Donnell was my netball idol growing up, and when I actually walked into the room I was like, she's here, oh my goodness. And she was the one that actually handed me over my Blues Award, and I got to have a photo with her, so it was a huge honour not only to one, receive the award, but two, obviously to be handed it by my netball idol and the person I dreamed of meeting and, you know, being one day. My greatest career highlight would be the day that I got to debut for Australia. That was something that I'd honestly dreamed about since I was a kid, and since maybe Maddie had done it, and I wanted to be there so badly. And then when I got to step out on court and say that I was diamond number 175, I've got goosebumps talking about it. Yeah, it makes me really proud. We've both represented Victoria multiple times, and it's always been a huge honour to wear the big V and go out there and represent not only yourself and your teammates but also your state that you're from. And we always say we're proud Victorians, and we love that. You've got to learn about yourself through every experience, because to not only be better athletes, you have to be great people, and I think that's what takes the good to the great. For the athletes here today, you all know what you want to achieve. It's going to be damn hard work, but if you're willing to put in and you really want it, go for it, because honestly you can do whatever you want.
Commonwealth Games gold medalist Madison Brown.
Well, welcome everyone to the Victorian School Sports Awards 2021. I mean, I look back at that video and it was just out on that court here at the Holden Centre with my sister. I'm obviously retired, and I look at that and think there's no way I could do that anymore. But it is honestly a delight to be here with you today. I would like to begin today's ceremony by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we gather, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. It is my absolute pleasure, as I mentioned. In fact, it's a thrill to be standing here as your MC. It is really quite unbelievable, because it was 20 years ago that I was actually sitting there with my mum and dad, and I was you. Sitting there quite overwhelmed, I might add, at how amazing this ceremony is, anxiously awaiting for my name to be announced. So I guess what can I say to all the award winners in the room, without a shadow of a doubt, and it was mentioned in that video by my younger sister, that whatever you see your future self in your chosen sport to be, it is absolutely possible and achievable. I guess I'm that proof in the pudding, as they say. We have a number of special guests here today, including Danielle Green, Victoria's Parliamentary Secretary of Sport, who is here on behalf of the Minister for Community Sport, the Honourable Ros Spence. Thank you, Danielle. We look forward to hearing from you shortly. Rayoni Nelson, Chief Executive Officer of School Sport Victoria, who will also be speaking a little later in the program. Welcome, Rayoni. Peter Betson, Deputy Secretary for Sport, Recreation and Racing, welcome. And Sash Herseg, Manager of Active Communities of Sport at Vic Health, a valued partner of the Victorian School Sports Awards. I'm also very excited to say that joining us is Paralympian Cole Pearce and Olympic diver Annabelle Smith. Welcome to you both, sitting down the front here. Cole and Annabelle will be appearing on stage during the award presentation today, so there is lots to look forward to. As always, it's great to see so many representatives in the room from our leading sports bodies across Victoria. We appreciate your support in recognising the importance of this event. And thank you to all the school principals and teachers who have come along to support the aspiring young athletes in our presence. I'd like to personally congratulate every award recipient today. What an incredible achievement to be recognised at the Victorian School Sports Awards. As I look around the room at all the talented young athletes, I feel a great sense of excitement and pride for the future of Australian sport. No doubt we have future Olympians in our midst, future AFL and AFLW players, future tennis and cricket superstars, and world champion badminton and table tennis players. Many of you have already tasted national and international success, which is incredible considering your young age. Importantly, I'm sure we also have future coaches, PE teachers and other passionate sports people who will go on to dedicate their lives to helping others enjoy the benefits of sport. So to all the award recipients, I encourage you to soak up every moment here today. Take pride in your achievements last year, a year that presented yet another difficult time for everyone involved in sport. So to succeed despite the enormous challenges is a huge accomplishment. This event is also an opportunity to show your appreciation to all of those who helped you along the way, but most importantly, it's a time to celebrate how hard you have worked. Congratulations, and I look forward to meeting you all up here on stage. Before we get into today's presentation underway though, I'd like to introduce this special message from Victoria's Deputy Premier and Minister for Education, the Honourable James Merlino. Minister Merlino is unable to join us today, but he did want to pass on his congratulations. So let's hear from the Minister in this video message.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 Victorian School Sports Awards. This message is being recorded from my office on Wurundjeri land. I acknowledge Wurundjeri people as the traditional custodians of this place. I pay my respects to their elders past and present and to the Aboriginal elders of other communities who may be taking part today. Since 1994, the Victorian School Sports Awards have recognised the achievements of our top young athletes and the teachers, parents and volunteers who have provided such outstanding support. Congratulations to all of you. In any sport, it takes grit, hard work and passion to make it to the top. Runners train on tracks and up hills, basketballers shoot hoops, do layups, practice half-court drills. Swimmers and rowers rise before dawn to train, and so do their dedicated parents or carers. It's already a huge commitment. But in 2021, all of you also had to keep up with the commitment and momentum during the COVID-19 pandemic. School sport has been disrupted for 2 years. You've missed many chances to compete, train, and connect with others. Your achievements are even more impressive because of all of the setbacks that you've had to endure. Well done to all of you. A huge thanks especially to the schools, coaches, umpires, first aiders and barrackers. When our bodies feel fit and strong, it helps us cope with whatever life throws at us. We want to get young people moving and form healthy habits for life. One way that can happen is through school sport. School Sport Victoria supports over 2,300 member schools across Victoria. In 2021, around 400,000 inter-school sport participation opportunities were provided for students. 517 talented students were selected in Team Vic representative teams. What a great achievement. Active Schools, which I launched last year, enables all Victorian kids to have the skills, confidence and motivation to be active for life. The $24.2 million program encourages students to be more active through the day. Just 15 minutes of physical activity 4 times a day is all it takes. Our new $113 million Positive Start initiative is giving selected students access to extra camps, swimming and sports programs. Active kids are happy, healthy and resilient kids who are better able to focus in class. I don't have to tell you any of that. All of you know so well the benefits of playing sport and being active. By participating in sport at any level, We are all part of something bigger. Sport brings people together. It shows us what courage, skill, and fairness looks like. This year's awards recognise excellence in tennis, golf, hockey, soccer, netball, footy, and more. To all the winners, I congratulate you on reaching the top in your field. I wish you all the best for your future pursuits. Thank you and well done.
Some important messages there from the Minister, and so good to hear about all the programs going to encourage and support kids to get involved in sport. No doubt our next guest speaker and presenter will have even more to say on this. So I'd like to now welcome to the stage Victoria's Parliamentary Secretary for Sport, Danny L. Green.
Well, thank you so much, Maddie, and a bit of a fangirl. Just love Australian netball. And I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we're gathered and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. And I'm really privileged as I think I've got three of the greatest jobs in the Victorian government, the Victorian Parliament, as Parliamentary Secretary for Sport, and also Parliamentary Secretary for Regional Victoria. But as the member for Yan Yean, I'm one of the few MPs in the State Parliament that actually represents an electorate that bears an electorate in traditional language. And Yan Yean means young boy, and Mernda, which is the geographic centre of my electorate, means young girl. And so I think today we're here to celebrate the Yan Yeans and the Merndas and the high-achieving Yan Yeans and Merndas and celebrate your achievements. I want to thank Madison Brown for her being a fantastic MC today, Commonwealth Games medalist and former Australian Diamond, a great friend of Kate Maloney, who's a neighbour of mine, Rayoni Nelson, the CEO of School Sport Victoria, Cole Pearce, an Australian Paralympian, Annabelle Smith, an Australian Olympian, the stakeholders and parents of school sport, principals, teachers, parents and students. And let's keep in mind, there's Maddie mentioned a number of the heads of peak associations, sport associations. They'll be here talent spotting. They'll be looking at the next generation. It's my pleasure to be here to celebrate the incredible achievements of our school sports community. And it was lovely to see that welcome from my friend and colleague, the Education Minister, James Merlino. He's also the Minister for Mental Health. And so I know that he knows how important to our physical and mental health is participation in sport. And he's also a former Minister for Sport. And so he really gets it and is a passionate supporter of this event. As Parliamentary Secretary for Sport, I've just been so rapt to see school sport come back bigger and better after those challenging couple of years that Maddie and the Minister mentioned. And even just sitting here, you know, the hair on the back of my neck, although it's a very, very long time, more than 40 years since I represented my school in inter-school sport, and not anywhere at the near level of all of you, but I just was reflecting. I thought, yeah, netball and cross country and swimming, you know, and so it's just something that sticks with you, the stuff that you do in school and sport, and particularly for women, sometimes that we leave that when we leave school. And so my job, I really love to be able to get out there and say, let's keep doing it all of our lives. And thank you for having me here today, because it reminds me that I should get back into it. I watch a lot of sport, but I probably should do a bit more, because it's something that just enriches our whole lives. Victoria has recently announced, we've been recently announced as the host for the 2026 Commonwealth Games. And we hope to inspire the next generation of school sport champions by having those games only 4 years away. But I have no doubt that we have some of the recipients of Blues today will, like Maddie, be representing us at Commonwealth Games level and maybe beyond, and that's only 4 years away. So, you know, for all of us in this room who expect to be spectators in 2026, there could be people that we've met here for the first time today, or that are members of our school community or our sport, and wow, how exciting that'll be. And if you're from regional Victoria, even better. And I know Madison in the South Barwon area. I grew up in the west and the far west and the far north of the state, and it'll just be amazing for every kid across this state will be able to have some skin in the game because we're having a regional Commonwealth Games as well as the opening here in Melbourne. As I said, participating in sport not only boosts your physical and mental well-being, it provides a great way to meet new friends, connect with community, it fosters camaraderie, inclusion and respect. And I particularly think that inclusion piece, seeing Maddie up here, what a great role model the whole sport of netball has been. You know, that champion of women's sport, that organisation that has really been the trailblazers for every other sport in how we lead and include women. And I'm sure the AFLW, I represent the northern suburbs of Melbourne, and that really has been the cradle of AFLW, and I have no doubt that without the sport of netball being able to show the way, AFLW would not be the powerhouse that it is. And it's just quite remarkable that it's only 5 or 6 years in, although we've had it played at a community level for some time, that it is so entrenched. And when I was growing up, although even when I was growing up, we had more Olympic and Commonwealth Games medalists that were women, they weren't acknowledged. And netball has really played that part in saying we need to have those recognition. You know, it's great that we've got all our sport champions recognised in statues all around the MCG, but there's only one woman there. But netball have said, let's get more, and they're going to. We're having Sherelle McMahon at the is going to be recognised in a statue at the State Netball Centre, and I think that wouldn't be happening without sports like netball pushing, and the fact that we now talk about Paralympians at an equal playing level with our Olympians, and that's how it should be. And with Dylan Alcott as the Australian of the Year, there's never been a better time to continue talking about how the participation of people, no matter what their abilities, can occur at a community level, at a school level, and nationally and internationally. And it's something that I live through winter sport. I'm a volunteer with winter sports up in Victoria's snowfields, and I just find it so rewarding and inspirational. So I'm really looking forward to hearing from Cole Pearce as our Paralympian here today. Our School Sport Awards this year are more important than ever. I congratulate all of you here today and those joining us via live stream for your efforts to keep school sports going and for your incredible achievements. I'm proud of the Victorian Government's commitment to supporting sport and active recreation come back better than ever as our restrictions have eased. From our recent $800,000 to keep the popular VicSwim Summer Kids program running for another 2 years, I got to teach in that as a teenager, and you know, anyone looking for a job, get into it. Good thing to do. To our $1.4 million boost to continue the popular bicycle network ride to school program. See, outside COVID, you know, haven't been used to saying all those words, twisting them up. There's also our Get Active Kids voucher program that's helping eligible families get their kids involved in organised sport and active recreation activities by providing up to $200 towards the cost of membership and registration fees, uniforms and equipment. And just because your family is not well heeled doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to participate. And this voucher program makes a difference. These initiatives are more are all about improving children's physical literacy and establishing positive lifelong behaviours. They're also about encouraging kids to be their best in active schools, and as the Minister mentioned, that's where we're also delivering the $24.2 million Active Schools initiative that builds on existing programs and funding to boost support and resources for schools to get all our kids moving. An active school encourages physical activity through a whole school approach that goes beyond traditional physical education and sport to promote physical activity at every opportunity. Through the Office for Women in Sport and Rec, we're also encouraging decision makers in school and club settings to actively support more women and girls to participate and to lead in sport. A recent Change Our Game backed Victoria University research study highlighted the importance that sport uniforms play in increasing the confidence of girls to participate in sport and physical activity. It's all about ensuring that they are supported to feel comfortable, confident, and ready to participate in sport and physical activity. It's so important that girls enjoy the benefits of sport and physical activity. I'm ecstatic to see the role models and future leaders that are here with us today. Events like this support the idea that if you can see it, you can be it. I'm so proud of all of you and look forward to hopefully tracking your achievements into the future. And as I said earlier, hopefully on the Commonwealth Games stage, right here in Victoria in 2026. We want all children to have the chance to participate in sport and active recreation and to make it accessible to every Victorian child. Once again, I congratulate all the award recipients as well as everyone behind the scenes that have been instrumental in ensuring school sports have been able to happen and continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. Great to hear from you, and it's certainly an exciting time for sport in Victoria. The 2026 Commonwealth Games, I only wish I could continue to don the netball dress, but it's not going to happen. Well, it's now time to take a short break to enjoy your main course meal. Please take a moment during the break. There's a photo booth up the back. Get in amongst the room, share your snaps using the hashtag Vic Sports Awards and the Twitter handle @School Sport Victoria. I'd also like to draw your attention to the young musicians performing our background music during the breaks today. Alexandra, Jess, Layla and Marianne are from Canterbury Girls Secondary College and are here with their music teacher, Michael Sward. So please give them a warm welcome as we break now to enjoy lunch.
It smells good. I'm hungry. Ugh. Tough thing. Time to stop. 12:45. Oh, look at that big salad. We'll do this kind of slow too. Salad. I'm done. I'm doing it almost. Okay. can't even play it properly, though, so that's not a good idea. Yeah. And then bread runs eggs or fix my shoulder rest. It's a bit wobbly. A bit of dust. We should have prepared one more piece. That's true. It's sounding good. Yeah. Can you see what's eating?
It's like, yeah, they have roast and bread rolls and a salad.
Which one? Then we'll do Harry. Yeah. Hopefully by the time we finish the online, it's time to go. Yeah.
Hey, this will be the last one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, true. Yeah. Leave the music here. Leave the music here. One more. Object us. Starting with it, ending with it. Yeah, just Harry. Might stop a bit. Yeah.
Did you know? School Sport Victoria offers 650,000 sporting opportunities in 31 different sports at 10,700. Did you know? School Sport Victoria offers 650,000 sporting opportunities in 31 different sports at 10,700 events across the state every single year. That's a lot of kids playing sport. And for over 25 years, the Victorian School Sports Awards have recognised more than 1,500 students, teachers and volunteers for excellence and outstanding contribution to school sport. Now that's a champion effort.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your main course. It was very, very good. That video was a great snapshot of the work and reach of School Sport Victoria. No doubt all of today's winners have participated in SSV's programs, which are so critical in encouraging and supporting kids to get involved in sport. I absolutely remember the many competitions that I played in as a student and how it nurtured my passion for netball, but my ambition to also compete at the elite level. On that note, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Chief Executive Officer of School Sport Victoria, Rayoni Nelson. Please give Rayoni a warm welcome.
Thank you, Maddie, and lovely reminiscing of your sporting times as well. It's been wonderful to sit with you on the table and hear your sporting journey in school and now where you've gone in your career as well. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. I'd also like to acknowledge this amazing venue, the Glass House, which is located here in the heart of the Olympic Park precinct, which is the largest sporting precinct in the world. It's an absolutely fabulous venue, and we can overlook Olympic Park Oval, which sits on the side of the old Olympic Park Stadium, which was actually originally built as a warm-up track for the 1956 Melbourne Olympic Games. So such an important venue for today's awards ceremony and connection to the history of sport here in Australia. And it's an important day today as we come together and recognise and celebrate the achievements in sport by Victorian Government schools, teachers and of course our students. I'd like to acknowledge Danielle Green MP, Parliamentary Secretary for Sport, Peter Betson, Deputy Secretary for Sport, Recreation and Racing, Sash Hersig, Active Communities and Sport Manager at Vic Health. Also, Rebecca Haig, Executive Director, School Operations and Statewide Services at the Department of Education and Training, and Chris Thompson, Regional Director, Southwest Victoria, Department of Education and Training. But also colleagues, stakeholders, partners of school sport, and importantly, the principals, the teachers, the parents, families, and importantly, the students here today. At School Sport Victoria, we understand the importance of participating in school sport and that participation has on the development of our students. School provides an important opportunity to connect with children and young people across Victoria and provide that connection to playing sport. School is often where children get the opportunity to play a sport for the first time. And participation in sport provides the opportunity to build that confidence and interest to continue to play sport outside of school. We know that sport participation during school hours has been found to have a positive impact on the academic performance of students. School sport is driven by a focus on supporting the students' learning, engagement, and wellbeing outcomes. It enables students to participate with their peers, building on those important friendships that you build at school. School sport is integral to supporting the achievement of education state targets, in particular happy, healthy and resilient kids, and pride and confidence in our schools. It's an important role in supporting a whole of school approach to physical activity as outlined in the Active Schools framework. It's a real privilege to work here at School Sport Victoria and the team, knowing that we're having a positive impact on the health, education and wellbeing of Victorian students. Over the past 2 years, school sport programs and competitions have been impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. But despite these challenges, School Sport Victoria provided significant programs and opportunities for schools and students across Victoria last year. Some of these highlights include providing around 400,000 participation opportunities in inter-school sport. Some of those sports included swimming, Australian football, soccer, cross-country, netball. We selected 517 talented students in our Team Vic representative teams. We also provided over 9,000 participation opportunities in non-competitive sport programs, in activities such as breakdancing and skateboarding, as part of our new SSV Play program. And we supported a record number of 2,354 member schools, primary and secondary schools across Victoria. We're really privileged to work with over 350 coordinators, mainly teachers in schools, who facilitate inter-school sport competitions across the state, as well as engage with over 120 Team Vic officials, their coaches, their managers, who support our talented students through the Team Vic program. We've continued to grow our communications and social media reach so we can celebrate and share the great news and the great work in school sport. And importantly, we're continuing to strengthen our partnerships with sporting organisations across the industry, many of whom are in the room today. So thank you for your continued partnership as we provide school sport opportunities. And importantly, we continue to see the strong support from schools, principals and teachers in supporting their students to engage and enjoy the benefits of school sport. These and other achievements are now highlighted in our 2021 annual review. As we look forward, it's a really exciting time for School Sport Victoria as we continue to deliver on our 10-year strategy over 2020 to 2030. It sets a real clear future direction for school sport in Victoria by creating more opportunities so that more students can enjoy the benefits of playing school sport. Our purpose is to develop young people through school sport. We do that through supporting schools across Victoria in our role of engaging students to play sport, to champion the value of school sport, and to connect those opportunities with school and community sport. Along with a focus on providing school sport pathways and celebrating achievements, we continue to drive new areas of action for School Sport Victoria. These include expanding our play program, providing non-competitive opportunities through the Victorian Government's Positive Start in 2022 initiative, to listening to students and we've set up an inaugural SSV Student Leaders Group this year to really inform the future of school sport in Victoria. We're increasing awareness of inclusive opportunities for students, in particular students with disability, and encouraging girls' participation, and importantly, enhancing the positive experience that we want our students to have through their school sport opportunities. We look forward to working with our School Sport Victoria Advisory Committee, partners and sponsors, and schools across the state in continuing to deliver on this future strategy. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the dedicated team at School Sport Victoria who continue to drive and find new ways of engaging our schools and students in sport. We're really excited for this year. We're back, and just this week is a big week. Not only have we got the awards, but over the next 2 days we're going to be delivering our state swimming championships, both primary and secondary, and it's really great, another opportunity just to showcase the amazing students at that level. Today's awards ceremony is an important and significant event to recognise outstanding achievements for schools, teachers, and of course the students. School Sport Victoria congratulates all of the award winners here today. I am really inspired, and I'm so looking forward to enjoying the amazing achievements that we're going to celebrate today. I always get inspired by these awards ceremonies, so congratulations to all of the award winners, and you'll join an illustrious list of previous award winners. Obviously Maddie, our amazing MC, and Paralympian Cole Pearce have on the awards a list of previous years. I'd like to wish you all the best for your future pursuits, wherever that may take you in your sport and in life. Thank you and enjoy today.
Thank you, Ray-Oni, and well done again to all the staff at School Sport Victoria for their hard work. It really is a huge logistical effort, or nightmare, I guess, if some of us might think, to coordinate the array of activities and competitions on offer to our school kids all year round, and I do take my hat off to all the staff involved in making it such a success. And speaking of logistics, let's just take a moment here to show our gratitude to all the mums, dads, guardians in the audience today, who are, of course, the unsung heroes of sporting success and greatness. They are the unpaid taxi drivers, the personal chefs, ensuring healthy food is readily available, and don't the athletes eat a lot? And, of course, the bank of mum and dad always seems to be open for business for all the uniforms, sports shoes and equipment and the medical bills. But most importantly, they are also your biggest fans. They're there to provide you so much love and support whenever you need through all the highs and lows. So a big thank you to the mums, dads and guardians here today. Let's give them all a round of applause. And let's also take a moment to show our appreciation to all the teachers, volunteers, coaches, and other tireless supporters who have helped our award winners along the way as well. Competitions cannot go on without them, so we really do appreciate your constant support and help. So let's get on to the actually exciting part of why we are all here today, and that is to meet this year's award winners. One of the great thrills for me, as I mentioned in the video, in 1999, yes, I know I'm old, at this ceremony was being handed my award by my idol at the time, Australian netballer Shelley O'Donnell. And I've no doubt that every award winner today will equally be starstruck by our two guest presenters who are about to join me on stage, Cole Pearce and Annabelle Smith. Before they do though, let me tell you a little bit about them. In 2019, Annabelle Smith was named Diving Victoria's Athlete of the Year. Annabelle is an Olympic bronze medalist and has competed at 3 Commonwealth Games, claiming a bronze in the women's 1 metre springboard on home soil at the 2018 Gold Coast Games. At the 2021 Australian Open Championships, which doubled as Australia's Olympic qualifying event, Annabelle proved herself once again when she qualified for her 3rd Olympic Games in the women's 3 metre springboard. Please welcome to the stage Annabelle Smith. Pearce is also no stranger to sporting spotlight, swimming his way to success at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games, where he won bronze medal in the men's 100-metre butterfly S10. Cole first came to notice at just 13 years of age in 2016 when he was selected for the Australian Paralympic Development Squad. Since then, he's shattered national age records and won 4 medals at the 2019 Hancock Prospecting Australian Age Swimming Championships. I've read that in grade 3, Cole wrote that his goal was to win 10 Paralympic golds. Considering he's just 18 years old, I think it's entirely achievable. So let's please welcome Cole Pearce to the stage. Both for joining us here to present today's Sporting Blues Award. You're both such great examples to our young athletes in the room. Cole, I might just start with you. Your poolside interview after the Paralympic bronze in the 100-metre butterfly in Tokyo, I would suggest you all go watch the video. It was very, very emotional. But can you possibly kind of convey to us how you felt at the moment and what it really meant to you to win that bronze?
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious how I felt. You could see it. I was actually crying the whole time. I spoke to one of my mates after the race, and he's like, "I couldn't actually understand anything you were saying because you were crying." No. But I think there was a lot of behind the scenes. I think for everyone in this room who went through that sucky 6 lockdowns, there was a lot with me being in both year 11 and 12, but mainly it was being in year 12 and training full time as a Paralympian. I can tell you right now, it sucked. It was really hard. It was 9 swims a week, 3 gym and 3 Pilates while still managing year 12. So as a kid, and like she just mentioned, 10 Paralympic gold medals, I didn't realise how hard that would actually be. I thought, 10 Paralympic gold medals. Michael Phelps won 23 Olympic. Why can't I at least win 10? No, so I've done and felt what only one bronze medal does. So I think really once I touched the wall, turned around and seen number 3 next to my name, it was just a lot of relief, and just everything from the past 18 months had just been worth it. So a lot of emotions, but also a lot of relief. So. And you
mentioned about that 18-month preparation. It wasn't ideal, but you had the Dairy Dam or the Pearce Aquatic Centre. Can you tell us about what you did to your family's house?
Yeah,
and
so it was
property.
Yeah, so basically in March 2020, when kind of like COVID was coming around, and I personally didn't really know what was going to come in the next couple of weeks. And so leading in, we had obviously the pools closed, the gym closed, school online. And I remember Mum, Mum has Snapchat. I forced her to get Snapchat when I moved away from home. She sends a Snapchat to our group chat and just has a photo of the dam, and it's Pearce Aquatic Centre opening soon. And I was like, nah, I'm not hopping in a dam, Mum. That's not happening. And next thing you know, everything shut down. I moved back home to the farm, and for 3 months I trained in the Dairy Dam. So we called it the Pearce Aquatic Centre. And so to put that into perspective, how hard it was. So obviously I was swimming in a wetsuit. So the ice bars we were using in Tokyo for our post-race recovery were 12 degrees. And so the coldest the dam ever got was 8 degrees. So you can sort of put that into perspective of how bloody cold it was. So for 3 months, it was in the dam 6 times a week, which obviously isn't what I was doing right before Tokyo, but also doing gym in the carport, going for bike rides around the farm, and obviously working on the farm, a lot of walking, a lot of cattle, etc., etc. So that sort of just explains why I was also very emotional at Tokyo, was because how many people across the world were training in a dam, in a wetsuit, no lane ropes, dirty water, yabbies, fish, everything gross, etc., etc.
Well, it obviously helped you swim fast, so maybe that's the answer to everything. But what's next for you? What's coming up next?
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, I competed at the World Champ Trials in Adelaide and made the team for the World Champs in June in Portugal. And so recently, actually on Monday, it was a little bit anticlimactic, but I got an email saying I've also been selected for the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. So for me... Thanks. So for me, really, for the next 2 to 3 months, it's just getting my butt flogged up and down the pool, training for World Champs in June, and obviously Commonwealth Games at the end of July. So for me, it's pretty much just more and more swimming.
Well, we wish you all the very best, and thank you very much for joining us here today. Annabelle, I'll hand over to you. Congratulations on qualifying for your 3rd Olympics in Paris 2024. Can you tell us in the room a little bit what that preparation, I mean, we're still 2 years out, what that looks like, and then how the regime, when it gets closer, is going to look like?
I haven't actually qualified for Paris 2024, but I guess should I chat about Tokyo 2020?
Yeah, let's chat about that. How was your struggles then?
Okay.
Did you have some struggles as well? Were you diving in a dam? I'm not sure.
Not quite. But yeah, obviously the pandemic affected everyone, but as elite athletes training towards an Olympic or Paralympic Games, it was very challenging. As athletes, we love to be in control of everything, and training every day and that structure of training is what sort of gets me through heading into competitions. But yeah, having to train in the lounge room of my apartment in Paran was pretty interesting. You can't really replicate diving without a diving pool. I did attempt some backflips in my living room, but was pretty concerned I was going to end up in the apartment below me. So that didn't last very long. But yeah, it was challenging. Had to really reset my goals and reset my focus and just try to do the best that I could with the situation that we'd all been handed. Everyone was in the same boat, so I think the people who came out stronger the other end really worked on that, reframing the mindset and just controlling the things that we could control. So.
Absolutely, and any athlete who's achieved that success knows it's not just the physical game, it's also the mental game, and to be able to, I guess, go to these multi-sport events. Tell us a bit about what it's like to go to a Commonwealth Games and what it kind of is all about when you get there.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I went to my first Commonwealth Games when I was in year 12 at school over in Delhi back in 2010, so don't worry, Maddie, I'm old too. But I guess, I'd been to lots of diving competitions before, but to have that opportunity to go to a multi-sport event, I grew up a super sporty kid, and to be surrounded by some of my sporting idols was just insane for me as a 17-year-old girl. And to feel that camaraderie of the big Australian team, yeah, it was just incredible. And then to make it to an Olympic Games and multiple Olympic Games, that kind of just triples the excitement. And yeah, it's a pretty special thing to be able to call yourself an Olympian or a Paralympian, and then to have been 3 times now is just something that I can't even believe is real. As I said, growing up as that kid who just dreamt of, becoming an Olympian, and to see it come true is, pretty special.
So I guess, do you have any words of wisdom to these young aspiring athletes in the room that hope one day they are going to an Olympic Games? What would you tell them?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely to dream big, and I know it sounds cliche, but as I said, I remember seeing Kathy Freeman on TV when I was a 7-year-old win her gold medal in Sydney, and just said to my parents, I want that to be me one day. And as parents probably do, my mum patted me on the shoulder like, oh yeah, maybe one day. But having that enthusiasm and just that want and that drive to do the best that I could in my sport, whether that meant that I made it to a state champs and that was as far as I ever got, my parents would be super proud of me. But yeah, I guess just if you really want it, go after it, have that commitment, have that dedication. Don't worry about your school friends who might not understand what you're doing, training several times a week or competing on weekends and unable to go to those social events, because let me tell you, and I'm sure Cole could say the same thing, that to make it as far as we have with the sacrifices that we've given is just absolutely worth it. So yeah, go after it 100% and back yourselves in.
Well, thank you, Annabelle, and I'm sure you and Cole standing here today do make everyone in the room, their goals seem way more achievable, so we appreciate to have you here. Everyone, can we please give Annabelle and Cole another round of applause? It's now time to get to the business end of things, though. Annabelle and Cole, get ready to present our Sporting Blue Award winners. Award winners, when you hear your name announced, please make your way up up the stage, up the middle of these stairs, receive your medal and your certificate, and then have a photo taken. Make sure you smile. And then you can exit via the stairs at the opposite end of the stage to me and collect a gift bag, which will also have a DMC hoodie in there. And I remember the time that I got mine and I literally wore it till it fell apart. So I'd like to thank DMC Sport for their support in producing the fleecy hoodies that each award winner will receive today. They feature the Sports Awards insignia on them and the word winner. So they look incredibly warm, so hopefully you don't find mum and dad in them, especially as winter is coming on those sidelines. So let's get into it, team. Let's meet our 2021 Sporting Blue winners. In the award category of athletics, please welcome our first group of sports stars, starting with Matty Milius from Volkston Primary School. A record-breaking athlete, respected for his sportsmanship as well as his talent, Matty is achieving outstanding results on track and field. At the Victorian Little Athletics state titles in March last year, Matty came first in both the 80-metre hurdles and in long jump, setting a state record for long jump. Over the last 4 years, Matty has been ranked first at long jump, 200 metre and combined events at national state levels, and second at nationals for 100 metres. Great work, Matty. Next up is Max Busuttil from Maribyrnong College. A gold medal winning athlete in track and field, Max's performance in 2022 was outstanding. Beginning the year in Ballarat at the Victorian Country Championships, Max came first in the 200 metre and second in 100 metre. Then at the Little Athletics State Championships and Athletics Victoria State Championships in Melbourne, Max won gold medals for both his 100 metre races. He was part of a bronze medal relay team at the Athletics Australia Nationals in Sydney. Awesome effort, Max. Next, we welcome Alana Pitt from Ballarat High School. World ranking, Alana's stellar race walking career began at the age of 7 in Ballarat, where she has travelled to compete at state, national and international competitions the world over. Now ranked number 1 in Australia and 6th in the world for under 20 road walking, Alana is well on the way to achieving her dream of one day representing Australia at the Olympics. Well done, Alana. Our next award is for Australian Rules Football and is presented to Riley Stratford from Brighton Primary School. Riley has been kicking a footy since he could walk, so his selection last year in the under-12 SSV State Metro team was the pinnacle of a childhood immersed in football. Riley's other achievements include 6 years with the East Brighton Vampires, where he has been recognised as the club's best and fairest multiple times, and his captaincy of Brighton Primary School's inter-school sports team, victors in the Seaside District Championship. Brilliant work, Riley. I'm sure we'll see you out on the field here very soon. Next up for Australian Rules Football, we welcome Charlotte Bascarin from Maribyrnong College as well. Charlotte's early start in athletics has helped her tremendously on the football field. She has proven to be a stellar performer for the Western Jets Football Club and was selected in the 2021 NAB League Team of the Year. Charlotte is considered one of the top 5 players in Victoria and among the top 10 in Australia. She placed 8th in the NAB League's Best and Fairest in 2021. Amazing, Charlotte. Well done. Next up, receiving a Sporting Blue for badminton is Kishan Liu from East Doncaster Secondary College. In 2021, Kishan played for her school's intermediate badminton team, named champions at both district and divisional levels, and she was a valued team member of Badminton Victoria's under-15 state squad. Kishan was the under-15 girls singles winner, the girls doubles winner, and mixed runner-up in the Western Suburb Badminton Altona Junior Tournament. Her coach describes her as an intelligent and observant player whose quiet resolve on the court has brought her much success. Congratulations, Kishan. Our next award is also for badminton, and we welcome to the stage Om Neelam from Maribyrnong College. Om is described as a star on the rise, ranked number 1 with Badminton Victoria's under 13 age group and number 2 in the under 15s. Om competed at numerous state level tournaments throughout 2020 and 2021, winning multiple times in both singles and doubles competitions. Om's stunning success was rewarded with selection in Badminton Victoria's state team. Awesome stuff, Om. Our next Sporting Blue Award is for basketball, and it's being awarded to Sienna Harvey from Western Heights Secondary College. Sienna can't be here today and is being represented by her brother Nick. Welcome, Nick. Sienna is an exceptionally talented basketball whose standout skills and success has been awarded with a full scholarship to Basketball Australia's prestigious Centre of Excellence at the AIS in Canberra. Says Sienna is one of only 3 female athletes of 13 scholarships. Why not soak it up, Nick? Recipients chosen from across Australia. A bright future ahead for Sienna, and Nick receiving all of her awards. Please pass on her congratulations. Next, we welcome Tyler Hooper from Maribyrnong College, also receiving a Sporting Blue for basketball. State, national and international selections testify to Tyler's exceptional skills on the basketball court. Over the past 2 years, Tyler has been selected to represent the Melbourne Tigers youth women's basketball team and the Victorian women's under-18 team for the East Coast Challenge in Sydney. She was also a development player for the Melbourne Women's Tigers in the National Basketball League. And most recently, Tyler has received a basketball scholarship to attend Lincoln University in Christchurch, New Zealand this year. Amazing achievements, Tyler. Well done. Good luck as you go across the ditch. Our final award recipient for basketball today is Lucas Impey, who is also from Maribyrnong College. Lucas is an outstanding young basketball. In 2021, he was the youngest player in the Victorian Country Men's Under-18 team at the Australian Junior National Championships. And in Basketball Victoria's Big V State Championship Youth League Division, get your ladder out, Annabelle. Lucas has also received a scholarship 2 years in a row with Basketball Victoria as part of their Victorian National Pathway Program. Awesome work, Lucas. Well done. Next up, receiving a Sporting Blue Primary Award for cricket is Ruby Flett from Inverleigh Primary School. Ruby is regarded as a rare talent who applies her athletic abilities to multiple sports, including football and athletics. Recognised today for her achievements on the cricket field, Ruby's success extends to her pivotal role in the Geelong Cricket Association's under-15 and under-13 boys competition and a selection for School Sport Victoria's Team Vic primary girls cricket team. Well done, Ruby. Our next cricket award winner is Reva Goulia from McKinnon Primary School. Reva is an outstanding cricketer who was selected last year by School Sport Victoria and Cricket Victoria as captain of the Victorian Under-12 state cricket team. Reva was also appointed as McKinnon Primary School's vice captain, and she played a key part in School Victoria in the school's victory at the District Cricket Grand Final. Reva looks set to continue on the path to success, making under-15 squad selection in Cricket Victoria's Youth Premier League competition this year. Good on you, Reva. Brilliant work. Well done. Next up, we meet our secondary school Sporting Blue winner for cricket. First is Farzan Chowna from Maribyrnong College. Farzan was selected last year for the Essendon Cricket Club of the Victorian Premier League. He first came to attention of Cricket Victoria at his local club, Caroline Springs. He played in the under-17 and under-19 emerging talent squads and impressed selectors with 2 50-plus not out performances in the Under-17 Western Summer Series. Farzan further validated his rise to the Premier League last year after a century-hitting performance with his new Essendon Cricket Club. Exceptional work, Farzan. No doubt a name to look forward will be in the future of Australian cricket. Our next and final Sporting Blue Award for cricket goes to Mia Gordon, also from Maribyrnong College. Last year, Mia made 401 runs for the Victorian Metropolitan Cricket Union Tournament, and her team was awarded the Western Region Junior Cricket Association Team of the Year. Through the Cricket Victoria pathway, Mia was selected for a Premier Cricket First 11 debut with Essendon Marby Park Bombers at age 13. Mia's exceptional cricketing talent has also been rewarded with her selection in Cricket Victoria's Under-16 Female Emerging Talent Squad. Awesome, Mia, congratulations. Our next Sporting Blue Award is to recognise an absolute soccer superstar in the making, Naomi Chinema from Maribyrnong College. In 2021, at just 16 years of age, Naomi made her A-League women's football debut for Melbourne City, playing 6 soccer games in her first season. She rose through the ranks of school and community soccer before being selected to train with the emerging Matildas, where her obvious talent secured her spot with Melbourne City. Naomi recently attended the Young Matildas camp in Canberra in preparation for the FIFA Under-20s World Cup in August this year, and she's going to play for the Blacktown Spartans on loan from Melbourne City in the New South Wales Women's League. All this while completing Year 12. Amazing stuff, Naomi. In our next Sporting Blue category for golf, we recognise George Karasavides for Maribyrnong College. George is an exceptional young golfer who is ranked 15th in Victoria and 31st in Australia. Not only has he proved himself to be a champion golfer in multiple state competitions, his athletic dedication, hard work and ability to overcome adversity saw George recognised with the 2020 Maribyrnong Sports Academy Lynn Koski Memorial Award. Well done, George. What an honour that would have been, and congratulations. Also receiving a Sporting Blue for golf is Janeth Wong from Glen Waverley Secondary College. Janeth can't be here today as she is currently competing on tour in Europe. So we welcome to the stage Janeth's sister, Hannah, along with Glen Waverley Secondary College's golf program coordinator, Mark Robinson, who I believe is here today. Janeth is an exceptionally talented young golfer with a promising future ahead. Her 5-stroke win at the 2021 Australian Junior Amateur Championship earned her a spot in the prestigious Women's Australian Open in 2022 and a full scholarship to attend Pepperdine College in Malibu, California. So very, very impressive. Hannah, please pass on our congratulations to Janeth. We now move to the Sporting Blue category of hockey, and we welcome to the stage an exceptional young athlete, Sam Lowndes from Maribyrnong College. Sam is a rising star whose talent on the hockey field has seen him selected for the prestigious Hockey Australia Men's Future Talent Squad. Sam's family moved from Echuca to Melbourne in early 2021 to support his aspirations, and they were quickly rewarded when Sam represented Victoria in the Under-18 Hockey Championships in Launceston, bringing home bronze. Sam has experienced success in regional, metropolitan and state hockey, including his Premier League representation with the Camberwell Hockey Club. Good on you, Sam. Take care of that stress fracture. You'll be out on the field in no time. In our next award category for netball, please welcome Kira Lee Collings from Maribyrnong College. Kira Lee is highly regarded for her commitment to developing her game and leadership skills. Her participation in specialised coaching and development opportunities has been rewarded with her selection since the age of 15 in the Victorian Netball League and in Netball Victoria's Under-17 team. Kiralee also earned high praise captaining School Sport Victoria's under 15 team in a silver medal performance. Excellent work, Kiralee. Congratulations. And from courtside to poolside, we have 3 Sporting Blue awards for swimming today. Our first recipient is in primary school category is Matisse Alessio from Lynbrook Primary School. Matisse is a talented and dedicated young athlete whose swimming accolades include qualifying for the Metro District swimming team and being the only student at Lynbrook Primary School to make Team Vic selection in 2021. In 2020, Matisse also swam her way to success as Swimland Swim Club's age champion. Well done, Matisse. Keep up the great work. Our second primary school award winner is Austin Chien from Baldwin Primary School. If Austin's 2021 streak of gold medal performances is any indication of things to come, Australia might just be looking at a future Olympian. Austin had a stellar year of swimming, winning 3 gold medals at the School Sport Victoria State Swimming Championships and finishing first and second at numerous other state races, including the Victorian Sprint Championships at the Geelong Open. Awesome achievements, Austin. Congratulations. In the secondary school category for swimming, we welcome Johan Sticklin from Maribyrnong College to the stage. Since achieving JX Legend status in Swimming Australia's Junior Excellence program in 2019, Johan has consistently competed with distinction at state and national championships. A finalist in the 2021 Australian Swimming Championships, Johan posted his personal best times with outstanding national performances that were close to Olympic selection times. He also competed successfully in the Sydney Open and the Victorian Age and Open Long Course Championships, among a number of other events. Excellent work, Johan. Big things ahead for you, it sounds like. Our next Sporting Blue award for table tennis this year goes to Sanaya Buddhahasana. Sanaya is unable to be here today, so her school principal, Nick Scott, will collect her award following Sanaya's selection in 2022 for Table Tennis Australia's under 21 and under team at just 14 years of age. Sanaya was selected for the national junior team in both 2021 and 2022. She has competed successfully at many tournaments, including winning gold medal at the Geelong Open and becoming Table Tennis Victoria's under 17 champion in 2021. Thanks, Nick. Please pass on our congratulations to Sanaya. Our next award category is tennis, and we have 4 Sporting Blue award winners today. In the primary school category, let's welcome to the stage Lachlan King from Brighton Primary School. Lachlan is an exceptional young tennis player who won the 2021 School Sport Victoria State Tennis Championships and 3 Australian ranking tournaments, representing Victoria in the Tennis Australia National Team's events in Canberra. He qualified for the 12 and under clay court national championships in 2022. Brilliant, Lachlan, good on you. I'm sure we'll see you on the pro stage very shortly. In the secondary school category, our first tennis award recipient is Claire Elkin from Brentwood Secondary College. Claire seems destined for a great future in Australian tennis. Currently ranked 6th nationally and 1st in Victoria of all players born in 2003, Claire received the Kooyong Foundation Scholarship last year and has won over 20 tournaments in singles and doubles. She was a key player for Brentwood Secondary College at the School Sport Victoria State Championships and represented her state at Tennis Australia's December Showdowns and the Australian Championships. Amazing stuff, Claire. Another Ash Barty in the making. No pressure, but I'm sure she'll get there. Also showing signs of tennis greatness is our next award winner, Deorden Macab. Let me get this right. You're going to have to say it for me. McCaberbad, there we go. Jordan McCaberbad, thank you very much, from Maribyrnong Secondary College. At just 15 years of age, Jordan has won multiple titles, including in 2021, the North Suburban Junior Tennis Association's Pat Cash Cup and the Under 14 Tennis Coaches Australia Victoria Gold Junior Age Championship. Jordan was also awarded the coveted 2021 Sportsmanship Award in the 14 and under category at the Australian National Clay Court Championships. That's a huge accolade, Jordan. Awesome achievements and congratulations. Our final Tennis Sporting Blue Award today goes to Bridget Mihulka, also from Maribyrnong College, a semi-finalist at the National Clay Court Championships, winner of the Darwin Open Women's Constellation and winner of the Northern Territory Open Championships Constellation. Bridget is ranked number 1 in Australia for her birth year. Bridget's outstanding performances at state and national tournaments resulted in an invitation to travel to Thailand with Tennis Australia to play at 2 International Tennis Federation tournaments. Awesome, Bridget. I'm feeling very positive about the future for Australian tennis with these talented superstars that we've met today. Well done. We now recognise a different sort of ball, net and court side action with our final Sporting Blue Award today for volleyball. So let's give a warm welcome to Samuel Kay from McKinnon Secondary College. Samuel has experienced outstanding success at international, national and state level volleyball. In 2021, he achieved 2 gold medals, one in the Under 18 Beach Volleyball School Cups and the other in School Sport Victoria's Senior Boys Indoor Volleyball State Championships. Samuel has also competed in the Thailand Under 19 National Championships and played against New Zealand and Japan as an Australian Junior National Squad member. Amazing stuff, Samuel. Well done. Well, that completes our Sporting Blues presentations for 2021. Would you please join me in giving all 28 of our Sporting Blue winners a big round of applause? Annabelle and Cole, thank you so much for presenting the awards and smiling so nicely for every single photo. You can return to your seats now and we are going to break for dessert. So thank you very much. Once again, please take advantage of the time that you can have up there at the photo booth. Add in the hashtags, add in the handles. Also, get to mix and mingle now that you've seen some of those names and faces up on stage. Who knows, you might be going to an Olympic Games or a Commonwealth Games with one of the athletes in the room or on another table. So enjoy your sweets, team. I'll be back very shortly.
Next. You know what? We should have done like Hamilton, but maybe like just the middle song. Just the middle song from Hamilton. Which one? The one in the middle of the whole. That would have been nice. But we didn't bring it, so it's okay. 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 They say go socialise, like they know other people. Okay. 1 minute. Max.
The Victorian School Sports Awards will shortly recommence. Please take your seat. Please welcome back to the stage your MC, Madison Brown.
I have to rent you guys to just every time my name's announced, give me a round of applause. I love it. Welcome back to the second part of our awards ceremony today. Hope you enjoyed your dessert and had a chance to talk to others around the room. Could we give a final thanks, and they've already left the building with their instruments, but to the Canterbury Girls Secondary College, we obviously had Marianne, Jess, Layla and Alexandra obviously performing the background music, so thank you very much to them. They've already departed. The next suit of outstanding award presentations recognises exceptional sporting endeavour and also commitment and contribution to sport. And I'd like to welcome back to the stage Annabelle and Cole, get that last mouthful in Cole of the suite, to present to our winners. Come up to the stage. There are 2 winners in our first award category for Outstanding Teacher Contribution. As the award name suggests, the recipients of this accolade have made an exceptional impact on participation in sport in their school and community. They are mentors and role models to their students, encouraging them to engage with and enjoy sport and spurring them on to do their personal best. They dedicate their expertise and enthusiasm to the promotion of school sporting events, and they do their utmost and to ensure that every student has the opportunity to participate. So our first award winner is Taryn Richardson from McClelland Secondary College. Please come up to the stage, Taryn. Taryn has made an enormous contribution to student participation in sport through her involvement in softball and baseball. Taryn coaches many community teams, including the South East Stingers representative softball team and the under-14 state softball team that won the national championships in 2021. In addition to her school coaching role, Taryn manages multiple School Sport Victoria boys baseball teams and is the head coach of the top performing under-14 Dingley baseball team, and she organised the first Dingley women's team in 2021. Taryn is clearly a very busy woman. Brilliant work, Taryn. Your community is very lucky to have you. Our second outstanding teacher contribution winner is Christopher Sly from Oberon High School. Christopher is regarded as the pillar of cross-country and athletics at Oberon High School. Christopher coaches, coordinates and volunteers in all aspects of school and regional competitions, contributing his invaluable knowledge to preparing for and assisting on events days. He is admired for his commitment to instilling values of inclusion and enjoyment for all who participate in cross-country, and he was instrumental in organising a very successful successful virtual cross-country event for his school community last year in lockdown. Amazing work, Christopher, and well done. It is a deserved recognition for you today, so congratulations. Congratulations again to both Taran and Christopher on their awards. I'm sure all their colleagues and students and families in their communities will be happy to see them be recognised in this way. We come now to the award category for Outstanding Sporting Achievement. There are 2 awards being presented this afternoon, one for primary school and one for secondary. These awards recognise young athletes whose success in their chosen sport has been particularly notable. Both of the young people being recognised today have incredible futures ahead of them, and we are lucky enough to have caught up with them and had recently get a little sneak peek into their hectic sporting lives. So we have 2 great videos for you to watch about these inspiring individuals. I'll introduce our first winner to the stage in a moment, but let's watch her in action first. In the primary school category for Outstanding Sporting Achievement, here is Addison Goodall from Gisborne Primary School.
I first started when I was 7 years old, and it was quite challenging at the start.
When I'm feeling the music, I just feel happy. Normally that's like in my room, or if it's doing improv, it just makes me feel happy, makes me enjoy what I'm doing. When you're dancing, you're not thinking about all the surroundings, like if you're in a fight with a friend or if you're having a hard time with schoolwork, you're just thinking about what you're doing in the moment and not all the things that might be not doing so well around you. My name's Addie and I'm a dancer. So some of the things I've achieved so far is I've won some awards like first place and champion dancer, but to me it's probably more of those little things that because not coming first place, I go into a thing called dance prescription, which I think I've mentioned a few times now, and it just felt proud because I had to audition for that, and for me to be chosen out of maybe 200 kids, it just feels very special to me. When I help younger kids, it's very cute and you're going back heaps of steps. So things that I would do in a intermediate 1 class, you would never see in a TOTS class. And I have a 4-year-old brother, so it's also just they remind me of my brother, how cute they are, and that they're just doing dancing for fun. When I found out I won the award, I was pretty excited because I didn't even know at first my mum signed me up for it. It was when I won, I was like, you signed me up for it, and I was pretty happy. At the moment, I'm still a bit unsure of what I want to do, but I always want it there. Obviously, I do want a different type of job, but I always want to do something in my free time that's to do with dance, even if it's doing a little helping every now and dance, or having my own business just on the weekends for dance. Just finding a way for dance to be in there, but I still want to further my success in other things as well.
Addison to the stage. Addison, I'm not going to let you get away just quickly. We're going to come back and look at me. I'm going to have a little quick chat with you. You're obviously a very dedicated dancer, and you're a very well-spoken individual. What's next for you for dancing?
Well, I recently found out that I was selected to perform in Australian Ballet School's next show called The Harlequin.
Oh, well done! How did you feel?
I was so happy. It's one of a big milestones for me, and I'm so excited for all of the things to start happening.
Well, we wish you all the very best and congratulations on your new role. Let's give Addison a round of applause. Well done.
Thank you.
We now move to the secondary school winner of Outstanding Sporting Achievement Award, an amazing young woman named Alana Pitt. This will be Alana's second appearance on stage today, but let's watch her in this next video before we bring her up again.
Just to try. I first started when I was 7 years old, and it was the rules and everything. But I think after the first few times, I got into a rhythm and then just enjoyed it ever since. My name's Alana Pitt, and I'm a race walker. I just love just to keep going and then push myself, and even when you're feeling fatigued, you just have to keep going, and then it's so rewarding when you get to the end knowing that you've put absolutely everything out there, every little last bit. My most recent achievement was going to Oman and representing Australia overseas. That was always my goal for so long, and then COVID sort of ruined that a few years ago when I was selected but couldn't go. Just being able to go to another country and race against everyone in the world that's at the top level in the under 20 race was just an amazing experience.
Alana's such a great role model. You know, she's achieved so much already, but she's got so much further to go yet. And for now, the world's her oyster, but she has to keep working really hard. And as you start to move out into senior ranks, it gets a bit tougher. You're taking on the whole world then, but it's exciting times for Alana looking ahead.
Yeah, I was super excited to find out that I won the award. It's just so great to have some recognition for myself, but also for the sport that I represent, and just also recognition for all the people that have helped me throughout the time, and my school that have supported me as well. So yeah, it's really recognition for all of my support crew that have helped me. Oh yeah, I've definitely got some big goals. So next year I'll be in the senior ranks, so it might take me a few years, but hopefully make some senior teams and go to World Championships, Commonwealth Games, and then hopefully one day the Olympics would be the ultimate goal.
To the stage. That time. Come on over. Congratulations. I mean, I wouldn't advise trying to outwalk Steve Monaghan. I think he might have caught you there. But you also have some Olympic talent already in your family with Jared Talent, your cousin, I do believe. So you've got a lot of great genes, I guess, running through there. Tell us about what it feels like to be out there and performing and race walking.
Yeah, I absolutely love the sport of race walking, and it's just such a rewarding sport. You have to have the endurance side of it, but you also have to have the technical side, and even when you're getting fatigued at the end, you need to make sure your style's right, because you can get disqualified in the last 100.
And so what's the next thing? What's the next big race, and what's the ultimate goal, I guess?
Yeah, so I've just been selected to represent Australia at the World Under 20 Championships in Cali, Colombia at the beginning of August. So
well done. Yeah. These superstars. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And then hopefully maybe Commonwealth Games this year, or in another... are you going to be here in Melbourne? I think you're going to be here in Melbourne.
Yeah, so this year the Commonwealth Games are in Birmingham. The seniors will hopefully do really well. I'm a bit young for that, but yeah, hopefully to do it possibly in Ballarat for the Commonwealth Games in 2026. Yep, that would be so great to do it in my hometown, especially of Ballarat. Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the very best, and hopefully we'll be seeing you walking around those streets of Ballarat in 2026 at the Commonwealth Games. Congratulations, Lana.
Thank you.
Well done. Amazing work to both Addison and Alana there. Annabelle and Cole, thank you very much once again. Well done today. Both making the time to come here, both so inspiring, and it's been a thrill for our winners to meet you. So let's give Annabelle and Cole one last big round of applause as they return to their seats. I'd now like to introduce our final award for today, and that's the Lindsay Gaze Outstanding Sports Leadership Award. This award is presented to a student, player, coach or administrator who has demonstrated outstanding contribution to sport at both a school and community level. It's named, of course, after Australians' legendary Olympic basketballer and coach Lindsay Gaze. And while Lindsay can't be here today, one of our incredible lucky School Sport Victoria staff spent an afternoon with Lindsay where he shared his thoughts about this award and the importance of the sport in a young person's life. So he was a great man, and here is what he said.
Well, having the Lindsay Gaze Award named after me is an honour that I never ever expected. First of all, say congratulations on an outstanding achievement. Always keep in perspective, winning and losing, they come together. Whatever you're feeling now about your potential, it is much greater than that. And whether you win or lose, it's just a measuring tool for you to work on in order to make progress. In regard to winning and losing, I think there is too much credit given for winning and not enough credit given for performance. So you can never really understand what your potential is until you get the opportunity to compete and then to be your best. The combination of sport with education and all the other aspects, I think makes it rounded. All work and no play makes John a dull boy. So the combination of sport and education, I think, is a perfect fit. Well, I think it's very important for schools to provide the opportunity to play sport and then enable the players to play to their ability and to compete to their ability. They will make the decision whether they want to excel at that or whether it should be just a recreational pastime, which is just as good. You know, to be able to have sport and have sport as recreation as well as competition is, I think, an ideal situation so that the participant can make their own decision about how far they want to go.
Insights there about winning and losing and how it's totally up to you as to what you do with your future successes. And now to present the Lindsay Gaze Award, I'd like to introduce Sash Herseg, the Manager of Active Communities of Sport at Vic Health. Vic Health is a valued supporter of the Lindsay Gaze Award, and Sash is going to tell us a little bit more about this accolade and about Vic Health before introducing our winner. Let's welcome Sash to the stage.
Thank you, Madison. What an honour to be here to present this award on behalf of Lindsay Gaze. As an avid basketball player myself, I truly feel very, very honoured. I also feel honoured to be in your presence, all of our winners today who are so inspiring, so young, yet so inspiring, and also your mums and dads and carers and teachers and principals and everyone else who supports you to get to this stage. Amazing achievement. And I'm sure we'll see you on our TVs pretty soon at either Commonwealth, Olympic Games, whatever it might be. Before I do continue, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today and pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. So, sport, it's vital to our community, isn't it? And it's also vital to people's health and happiness as well. But there's no denying the past 18 months have been particularly challenging for people across Victoria, throwing a spanner in the works of our safe sport space. The ongoing impacts of the bushfires and coronavirus pandemic have continued to weigh on the physical and mental health and well-being of Victoria's communities and young people in particular. That's why at Vic Health, we're listening to and working with people who know these challenges better than anyone. We are supporting communities, grassroots organisations, and individuals who know how to make change happen, who know how to make it easier for people across the state to be active, especially those who come up against more barriers to good health. Our communities who may be on low income, our communities who are living with a disability, our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples or members of the LGBTIQA+ communities, our communities from culturally diverse backgrounds, those living in regional and rural areas or regions devastated by bushfires. We won't stop at Vic Health until more people in Victoria are on the same page as us, loving sport, doing the activities they enjoy, in spaces they feel comfortable, and with low to no cost. Vic Health is proud to support the annual Lindsay Gaze Outstanding Sport Leadership Award, which recognising outstanding leadership in the promotion of community and school sport. I'm presenting this award on behalf of one of Australia's most famous sports coaches, Lindsay Gaze. Lindsay Gaze is a legendary basketball player and coach. He represented Australia at 3 Olympic Games before turning to coaching. Inducted into the Australian Basketball Hall of Fame in 2004, he has worked tirelessly to share his remarkable knowledge of and passion for the game. Lindsay also made a significant contribution to Vic Health. As a member of our board for more than 10 years, he helped guide the direction of Vic Health so that the benefits of better health and well-being can be enjoyed by all Victorians. Now to the important part of today. It's now my pleasure to introduce the winner of this year's Lindsay Gaze Outstanding Sports Leadership Award. In saying that, unfortunately, this very deserving young woman is not able to be here today as she's currently overseas in India. Very fortunately, though, before she left, we were able to meet her and produce this next video about our today's winner, Anchal Sharma from Suzanne Corey High School. Anchal is a talented table tennis player whose love for the sport has inspired her to encourage and support others to participate, particularly her female peers. As one of just 3 girls out of 30 players when she first started playing table tennis, Anchal speaks passionately about the importance of inclusion in all sports. She has been instrumental in creating opportunities for participation in school sport, which have typically been single-gender dominated, as she has led by example through her own success as a competitive table tennis player. Anchal is a very deserving winner of this year's Lindsay Gaze Outstanding Sport Leadership Award, and I believe she's watching the live stream from India. So hello, Anchal, if you are watching us. So let's hear more about this amazing young woman before her school teacher, Miranda Sordello, comes up to accept this award today.
I love the way that the ball bounces on the table and when the other person hits it as well, especially when you're working together with other people to form that rhythm. And I think it's all about like the balance when you're playing, the rhythm of the ball, like the movement, and yeah, I find that really cool. My name is Anchal Sharma and I play table tennis. I think being a role model is just guiding other people to where they need to be, just helping out, mentoring them. I think like leadership is really important, and knowing that now I'm a role model for other young girls, for other people, is just fascinating. Over the past few years, I've seen that in media and in school, there isn't really a representation of both genders. What I'm trying to do in a sporting environment is just try to like have both teams. So I worked together with my principal at my old school, and I worked together for creating both teams for girls and boys cricket and netball. I'm trying to work on creating an environment in which everyone feels inclusive. Even if you're not that great, even if you're not that amazing, you feel like you can play. This award means a lot to me. I feel honoured to have it. I just hope that I can encourage more people, more girls to participate in sport and hopefully continue to be a role model for them.
Welcome Anchal's teacher, Miranda Sordello from Susanna Corey High School, to the stage to accept her award. so much, Miranda, for coming along to accept Angel's award today. And please pass on our congratulations to her. Well, that brings us to the end of the ceremony. A very big thank you once again to our special guests, speakers and presenters this afternoon. Danielle Green, Rioni Nelson, Annabelle Smith, Cole Pearce and Sash Herseg. And congratulations once again to all of the award winners, their families, school principals and supporters. I hope you have enjoyed the 2021 Victorian School Sports Awards as much as I have. I've loved hearing about the future of Australian sport in each of your achievements. I'll certainly be keeping a keen eye on your future successes. I've no doubt we have some superstars in the making here today. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, and please have a safe trip home.